Hello and welcome or welcome back to Language, Culture, and Dr. Lou, where every day is a good day for a fun word or two. And I've got a couple fun words du jour for today. And first of all, we've got squeegee. And second, we've got aloof. And so, of course, I picked each of these because I just have so much fun saying them. And so, of course, you might already know what both of these words mean, but still, they're very fun to say. For example, squeegee. Yeah, I have fun every time I say that word, squeegee. And that one is usually a noun. We can also use it as a verb. But of course, what is a squeegee? It's, that key-shaped instrument or tool that we use for cleaning things. And I like squeegee, the word, because it has really reminds me of what we do with them when we just really squeeze them along. And that brings up how we can use it as a verb, to squeegee. That would be, of course, to use the T-shaped instrument that I already mentioned, and cleaning something with it or using it anyway. So to squeegee, that brings us squeegees, squeegeed, and squeegeeing. All I think are pretty fun to say. And one thing I didn't know until I was doing the research for this video is, did you know that you can paint with a squeegee? Yeah, squeegee painting is a thing. And that's why I put a little picture down there uh, that helps explain how it works. And yeah, I just think that word is so fun, squeegee. And I love it how the closeness there are phonologically or phonetically between squeeze and squeegee. It really helps explain what the thing does. And of course, we usually clean windows with it, sometimes floors. Once upon a time when I lived in a teeny tiny studio apartment, I had only one window, but it was gigantic. So I needed a squeegee to keep it clean. And again, the apartment was so small that I didn't even bother getting a mop because having a squeegee big enough for that window, that was all I needed to clean the floor too. Anyway, but still, I picked the word mostly because squeegee is so fun to say. Anyway, the second fun word du jour is aloof. And this one, we use it as an adjective today, but where it comes from in the 16th century was an adverb for nautical use, meaning boating and ships and whatnot. And so what it came from was a, which the first part a just indicates a direction, and then loof, the rest of it. And so what that adverb meant in nautical terms was away and to windward. And so it was about keeping the head of the boat, the head of the ship, um, pointing toward the wind, pointing into the wind, right toward the wind, and to keep it away from a shore or something else it might drift towards. And so, from all that, is how we got the meaning of at a distance. And so today, we're not just using it for as an adverb, we're using it as an adjective, and it's not just nautical use now. The distance at a distance still kind of applies, but the distance is often metaphorical because if someone is aloof, they are distant, reserved, cool, or even cold, even unfriendly would be a word for this, but mostly they're expressing that they are disinterested or uninterested in either what's going on or especially in engaging socially with anybody. And that's why you've got with a picture of the one young woman is clearly at a party, but she's all alone in the corner, very aloof to the whole thing, not looking like she wants to interact with anybody. And this is also why I had to bring up a picture of a cat. And cats are often accused of being aloof. And I think that might be because often, like that cat there, he's uh he's not right on his caretaker or anything, that woman, but near her and not even looking towards her or anything. We could describe him as possibly being aloof. But that's kind of what I like about cats. Well, one of the things I like about them anyway. But yeah, mostly I think it's really fun to say aloof. um, and yeah, although it's not spelled with Aluff like it was back in the adverb in the 16th century, it's almost the same thing, aloof, with two O's, which I think makes it easier to remember how it sounds. And so, yeah, that's aloof is not, if someone is acting aloof around you, then it's not a great thing, but still the word is fun word to say. So those were the fun words du jour. And I guess, yeah, please say it with me. Squeegee. Yeah, I love squeegee. That's a super fun word just to say, even if I'm not having or using a squeegee or anything. Squeegee just makes me giggle a little bit every time I say it. And aloof is equally fun to say. And there you go. So those were the fun words du jour. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stick around for both of those words. And yeah, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe.